Further, he says that democracy is mostly a way of living together. What is democracy? It is nothing but living together. According to Ambedkar, what is democracy? Dr. Ambedkar describes democracy as a mode of associated living. Who are these untouchables? They are also called as the Dalits. They are the people who are called as outcasts. The downtrodden community in the society are the Dalits. They are the untouchables. Hello everyone, this is Shobita S. Aradhya, lecturer, Department of English, Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to you all. You all know India is an independent country and India follows democratic government. What is democracy then? Do you know what are the prospects of our constitution? What are the prospects of democracy in India? All those I'll be teaching you today in today's session, where we'll take up the chapter, the prospects of democracy in India. So let's start the chapter, the prospects of democracy in India, and this is written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Who doesn't know who is B.R. Ambedkar? Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee of Indian Constitution and we know him very well. We also know him as Baba Saheb Ambedkar, right? So let us know about his prospects and the prospects of democracy. So, to know about author, Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar is also popularly known as Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. He was born on 14th April 1891 and died on 6th December 1956. He was an Indian jurist, economist and social reformer who fought economic and social discrimination against the untouchables. Who are these untouchables? They are also called as the Dalits. They are the people who are called as outcasts. The downtrodden community in the society are the Dalits. They are the untouchables. In India's Hindu society, they are considered as the last wing, the last strata. People are considered as the Dalits or the untouchables, and who later renounced Hinduism and inspired the Dalit to follow Buddhist movement. So he fought for the people of the untouchables because they were not touched by the higher rank or higher caste people. So he fought for them. He fought against the system, the caste system, and at his later ages he converted to Buddhism and also he inspired many Dalits to follow Buddhism in their life. Ambedkar served as chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution of India. So his role in framing constitution is very important. He was the chairman of drafting committee of the Constitution and he also served as the Minister of Law and Justice in the first cabinet of Jawaharlal Nehru. So he became the Minister of Law and Justice when the government was formed. When Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister, B.R. Ambedkar was in his cabinet and he served as the Minister for Law and Justice. He served from 1947 to 1951. He is also referred to as honorific Baba Saheb. So, this is what we already know about Baba Saheb Ambedkar or B.R. Ambedkar. Next, we will move on to the summary of the prose or the piece of essay by B.R. Ambedkar. And what does this essay tell us? This is all about the prospects of democracy in India, and this essay is written by Baba Saheb Ambedkar. In it, he presents to the reader the social reality of India. In this essay, he shows us what is the real society, what is the social reality in India, what is happening in the society in India. This is presented by Ambedkar in this essay. It is only when the caste system isn't there that democracy can work in India. So what he says is that only when the caste system isn't there, if there is no caste system, only then democracy can work in India. So is it that easy? Do you think this can be done? Because for each and everything we write our caste. for the admission in school, or can be for any job, or for any reservation, or for any facility by the government, or maybe for any privilege by the government. For each and everything we mention our caste. So, is this possible? Can this happen that there is no caste system in India and democracy is working well? So, this is what Dr. Ambedkar wrote long back before the independence, and even now the caste system is relevant. We may need or not, but politically caste system is very important in today's situation. Democracy is mostly a way of living together. There are many places where the roots of democracy can be found. So, further he says that democracy is mostly a way of living together. What is democracy? It is nothing but living together. Who all will live together here? The one who elects the representative, and the representative, and also the whole community. They all along live together. There are many places where the roots of democracy can be found. He says that there is not only caste system, but there are few places, few situations where democracy is alive, where the roots of democracy are found. Means where there is no caste system, or there is no discrimination between the upper caste and the lower caste. Next, the fact that there is a caste system in a long-standing denial of the fact that democracy is real. So, what he says here is, this caste system is very long, since thousands of years it is practiced, and it will continue for further more years also. But what is important, that with all these obstacles, democracy is practiced in India. This is what we need to notice here. Though there is caste system, democracy also exists in the same society. This is what we need to notice here. In the caste system, there is a graded inequality. This is how system works. So, inequality also, there is grades again. So, that is what we see every day. So, this group of people will have these facilities, and the other group will have the other facilities. It is not only the caste, also the class, rich and poor, and the age difference also. The young ones will get more facilities and the old ones will get little. So, there are this discrimination, this inequality is found in everything. So, he says that in the society, inequality is graded. It leads to a split in society. All of the things that happen in Indian society are organized by caste. Yes, of course, as I told you, for admission in an institution, or to apply for a job, or to get any facility or privilege by the government, for our right, even our voting card, the ID what we have for voting, even that has caste in it. So, they ask which caste you belong to, even in that. So, this is how caste is prevalent everywhere. The outcasts aren't welcome in politics, industry or commerce. They also can't go to school. Thus, the caste system is the first thing that stands in the way of democratic country. Here, when this statement is done by Ambedkar, it was before the independence. So, at that time, outcasts were treated very badly. They were not allowed to enter school. They were not allowed to enter politics or industry or any commerce. They were not allowed to fetch water from the public well. So, there were many restrictions to the outcasts at that time. So, during that time, Dr. Ambedkar has given this statement, but now the scenery is completely different. Now people go to school, they have got so many privileges from the government, they are making use of it. It is fact that some of them do not get the privilege or the facilities given by the government, but it is all our duty, each and every citizen's duty, that we bring awareness to them that these are the facilities given by the government and they should make use of it. It is the duty of each and every citizen of India to bring awareness about the facilities given to the outcast people. And to your information, now we do not call them as outcast. They are categorized and they are given special privileges and facilities. All these privileges and facilities are given only to bring them up, to bring them to the mainstream of the society, so that they can live equally with all of us. Only for this reason, Dr. Ambedkar added these points in the constitution. And he says that the caste system is the first thing that stands in the way of democratic country. So, which is the factor affects the democracy in India, and the main factor, the first factor which comes in that is the caste system. The only caste system has become an hindrance in the implementation of democracy in India. But now we can see that democracy is established. We all are part of that democracy. We vote our right. We choose our leader. We choose our representative. And how they work for us, it is different. Ambedkar talks about the second thing that makes democracy hard. He says that Indian society does not know what is common good is, so it can't work together. So what is the second thing that is an obstacle for the implementation of democracy? It is the common good. Indian society do not know what is the common good for them. So they do not come to one opinion, one single opinion. They differ in their opinions always. If all the people they come to one common opinion, then implementing anything or bringing something to the society would be easy. But why is it difficult? It is because of this not coming to single opinion. Everyone differ in their opinions. Everyone want their own choice. So that is the problem. There is how we are not able to bring a good government. We vote during the elections, and what happens during the election? Again, if it is based on the caste, creed or something which is an obstacle to the democracy, and we do not choose one who is necessary or who can work well for the society. We choose somebody based on the caste where they do not work for the society. This is the reason why Ambedkar says that if people do not come to a common opinion, they can't get the common good to their society. Further, he says that only education can break down the caste system, and only education can do that. So, what Ambedkar opines is that only education can bring that change. Only education can fight against caste system, and only education can break down the caste system in the society. It is not any other awareness. If each Indian is educated, he'll know the equality, he'll know to value all the caste people. He'll work for the upliftment of the downtrodden people in the society. It is not enough, but it would make people who aren't rich more likely to rebel. So what he tells here is, this education may not uplift them completely, may not keep them equally, but education will help them to rebel against what sufferings they are facing. So he tells that this rebellion may help them to come up in the society. Education should be given to the people at the bottom of Indian society. So what does he say? He says that education should be given to the bottom of the society. Bottom of the society means again these downtrodden people, the caste people who are not touched by the people, who are not treated equally by the upper caste people. For them, education must be given. That is the bottom of Indian society. If the people at the bottom of the society get an education, the caste system will be thrown out of the window. How will this happen? If the downtrodden people are educated and they are taught to fight for equality, will the upper caste people give them right? Here, why Ambedkar tells this is, already the upper caste people have the education, they are educated, they know that they should treat the people equally. But what they feel is, if they are, means the lower caste or the downcast people, if they do not demand and if they are fine with what treatment is given to them, why to take risk? This is the mentality of the educated upper caste people. So, Ambedkar opines that education should be provided to those people to rebel against the caste system and fight for their equality. Thus, Ambedkar says that education should be given to people at the bottom of the society in order to break down the caste system. So, this is what he opines. So, education should be given to the bottom of the society to break down the caste system. To conclude, in the views of Dr. Ambedkar, Indian democracy is workable, it is flexible, and it is strong enough to hold the country together both in peacetime and in the wartime. So what it says is democracy in India is not which is stagnant or which is not flexible. It is workable, it works, it is flexible, it can be changed, or it is flexible so that it can bring all the people together, and also strong enough to hold the country together both in peace and war. So democracy can bring all the people together, and with those people together it can fight for war or can be for peace. No one can doubt the workability and strongness of Indian democracy as prescribed by Dr. Ambedkar. So he says that no need of doubting. We need not doubt about the workability and strongness of Indian democracy, and he says we need to believe in democracy and work for democracy. Now, to know more about democracy, what is democracy? Democracy is something where we people select or choose a person among ourselves. We choose one person as our representative, and that representative, he works for the well-being of his people, means the people who have voted them. So only Abraham Lincoln has well-defined democracy as by the people, of the people, and for the people. They are the people who are elected by the people, and they are one among those of the people, and they work for the people. Again, these representatives, they are all people. So this is what democracy is. Hope you understood this. Now let us discuss some question answers which can be asked in your examination. How does Dr. Ambedkar describe democracy? According to Ambedkar, what is democracy? Dr. Ambedkar describes democracy as a mode of associated living. So it is nothing but people living together, associated living. He says that the roots of democracy lie in the social relationship. Where is the roots of democracy? It is in the social relationship, because in society, if there is difference as upper caste and lower caste, then there can't be equality. So he says it lies in the social relationship and in the terms of associated life between the people who form the society. It is between among all the people who form the society. Why does Dr. Ambedkar express doubts about India's democratic system? Why is he expressing doubt here? According to Dr. Ambedkar, due to the existence of caste system. So, caste system, Ambedkar thinks, is doubtful to bring up democracy in the country. So, the caste system in Indian society, democracy cannot exist in India in its true sense. There can be democracy, but not in the true sense, not exactly what democracy is. So, expresses doubts about India's democratic system. So, according to him, if caste system stays in the society, democracy cannot be prevalent. Democracy cannot be seen in the country. How does Dr. Ambedkar describe the existence of caste system in India? Dr. Ambedkar says that the Indian society does not consist of individuals. So, he says the Indian society do not consist of one single individual. It consists of a collection of innumerable castes. It is the groups of caste. So, the caste judge, or they judge the society. They decide what they want. It is not the individual he demands for what he needs. It is the caste which demands what they need. Indian society is so embedded in the caste system that everything is organized on the basis of caste. So, it is embedded so finely in the Indian society that everything is decided based on the caste. How is the caste system against true democracy? How is this? He's been telling that the caste system is against democracy. How true it is? The caste system is consisted of such features which militate against democracy. Which militate means which go against the democracy. These features include graded inequality, as we already discussed, graded inequality, caste bound occupations. Occupations are also based on the caste. This caste person should do only this, the other caste person should do that profession. These kind of prejudice are there in our society. Deliberate stunting of growth and caste based voting. So deliberate stunting. So we do not allow for the growth of the society, growth of the country. So this is hindered by caste system again. So caste based voting, we vote only for our caste people, or the politicians work for only their caste people. So all these give us or create doubt about the existence of democracy in India. How can education help in destroying the caste system? So Ambedkar here gives a solution also, that education can fight against caste system and break down the caste system. How is this possible? If education is given to the lower strata of Indian society, for the lower strata whom we call the downtrodden or the outcasts or the Dalits, if education is given to them, it would raise their spirit of rebellion. They may rebel against the caste system. In this way, education may help in destroying the caste system. In this way, we can fight against the caste system. What does Dr. Ambedkar mean by a democracy is more than a form of government? What does he mean by stating this? Dr. Ambedkar says that the roots of democracy lay not in the form of government. It doesn't depend on the form of government. Form of government means whose rule it is. Is it the Republican government or the dictatorship? That form of government. Our India has the Republican type of government. A democracy actually is more than a form of government. It is primarily a mode of associated living. So he says this is the mode of associated living. We all should live together. If we fight for caste, then there won't be any unity. If there is no unity, there can't be growth in the society. So let us fight against the caste system. Let us not reserve ourselves only for our caste. Let us work for the society. Let us bring the awareness about the evil effects of caste system, and let us enjoy the happy and peaceful society. So by this statement, I end up this session and wish you good luck and thank you.